Checkity, checkity, check, check, check. Hey team, welcome back. Somebody from Czechoslovakia say check. Also, when last we left off, it appears that every one of the characters in our party is going to have to come to terms with their past in some form or fashion. We've seen this for Miranda and Hashel so far. Who knows how exactly that's going to turn out for the rest of us, but I guess the only way to know is to move forward, so let's get on that. Recently, we kind of hit a dead end, and I thought, well, that's weird. Where do we go from here? I'm not really sure. Well, turns out that we actually had to backtrack, and now we could leave this room here. The game hinted at that, or, hinted to us about that, because the guard said that there was a missing girl. Well, we did find her. Jaden, hello. Thanks for coming by. Also, Regina, hello. Nice to see you. How are you feeling? The days of painful domination are over. They're done. Interesting. Emperor Dole took the throne, and at last we have peace in this country. That sounds really bizarre. Can I go this way? Oh, there was like a portal thing there. Interesting. All right, on to the next area. You and your mom just finished helping your brother move into his room at college. Jaden, that's awesome. That's no small task. I remember whenever I moved out and went to college. Oof, what a pain it was. Regina, I'm feeling okay. It's been a busy day. You know, I got done at work, came home, straight to writing my script for a little bit, and then, here we are now. The ground is so far away. Are we floating? Rose is fearless. You can stand up, everything's fine. Seems there's an invisible floor. I did not love long drives. I still don't. Honestly, if a drive's not over 2 hours, it barely even matters. But if it's over 6 hours, that's when it really starts to wear on you. Are we really in the sky? Nah, maybe. Regina, what brings you by today, if you don't mind me asking? Looks like this is a cloud. I've never been to such a high place, and I can fly. Yeah, really, anything can happen. Don't just look at the view forever. We are moving on. Rose, so pushy. So pushy. Yeah, she's big pushy. It looks like... I'm not sure what it is, but Dart's running animation looks awkward. It looks awkward. Maybe it's just... I don't know. Maybe it's just awkward. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know. It just appears awkward. A psych druid? Nice. Ah, it's late. I haven't seen your lives a lot, so I had time today because of remodeling. Oh, Regina, that's awesome. That sounds great. It sure has been a long time, but I'm glad you're able to make time. Obviously, you don't have to come by. It's always if you want to, but always happy to have you. Cat's Cradle, let's go. A cat's in the cradle at the silver spoon, the place where I eat every day at noon. Yeah. Jaden, this is Legend of Dragoon. I've never beaten it before, but I have played it a couple of times. Through one reason or another, I was never able to beat it, however. So I'm pretty excited if we make it all the way through. This is the farthest I've ever been, by a lot. So I'm excited. I'm excited to make some progress finally. Get him, Meru! I cannot wait to get Albert back in the party. She just doesn't quite put up the numbers that our boy does, you know? You've been getting into turn-based RPGs a ton, so you had... Jaden, this is a pretty good one. This is a pretty good one, my guy. Honestly, I would say that it's not as good as some of the Final Fantasy games of its time, but still pretty good. So I don't think it's quite as good as Final Fantasy 7, 8, and I never beat 9, so I can't really speak to that one, but despite that, still really good. Been having a great time. Rashik, hello! Getting ready for the game to crash the... Oh, Rashik, do not curse me. Don't you bring that evil in here, Ricky Bobby. Don't you curse me with your evil. I hope not, buddy. I hope not, but, you know, it could happen. It could definitely happen. Oof. Rashik, like the at the end of disc 2, the final boss on disc 2, if you use the Dragoon transformation, the game bugs and it doesn't move forward there. How did they not catch that in QA testing, you know? How do you not test that? Oof. I beat that fight so easily. We just dumpstered that fight. But then you do it as without doing Dragoon mode at all, and suddenly the fight's just way harder. Or at least it was for me. Of course, I don't think I was under-leveled, but I wasn't over-leveled either. Oh, Rashik, cursing me with some evil. Speaking of the cat in the cradle, that's there's a parody of that song. Okay, that's cool. Instead of the cat's in the cradle at the Silver Spoon, the cat's in the kettle at the Peking Moon, the place where I eat every day at noon. They'll feed you cat and you'll never know. I haven't heard that since I was in middle school. Oh gosh, crazy. I heard that in keyboarding class, of all classes. Get up, Dart, you're fine. Dart's fine, don't let him lie to you. He's just having a little nap. Timothy! I swapped to Meru so I could boost her additions, because she's a little weak, honestly. So, trying to get her prepped for her little one-on-one. The one with Hashel, not that tough. Took a little bit longer, I guess. The one with Miranda was real easy. That was no sweat. Hashel's was a little tougher, although not that bad. I did use a full heal, but I could have gotten away with just guarding, but it would have taken a long time, a lot of guarding, so I didn't want to do that. But even so, it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. As long as they don't attack Dart. That's dumb. Rose is gonna poke Dart now. I should just heal Dart. I should just heal Dart. I'm being dumb, team. Don't let me be dumb. Cat's Cradle, let's go. Regina, yes! I do recommend playing this game. It's actually pretty good. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah! We call it Big Dragoon mode, right? Sorry, if I do the motions, it makes it more powerful. You guys know how this works. You've played games before, you know? It's just like if you jump and lift your controller at the same time, Mario jumps higher. It's just a fact, okay? I don't know what to tell you if you don't believe in facts. Let's dumpster these guys. Not interested in Rose being charmed or whatever, confused. That would have been a bummer. Jaden, the music to this game is pretty good too. Although, it's pretty good, but it's not amazing. There's only one piece of music in this game, maybe two, that really stand out. So, like I said, it's pretty good, but I don't think it quite hits the same way a Final Fantasy game does. I can probably think of 4 different pieces of music in Final Fantasy VII, just right off the top of my head, that stand out as really awesome. Gosh, even more. Cosmo Canyon? Anybody? Woof! What a banger of a piece of music. And not to mention Sephiroth's theme. That's... oh my gosh. I love it. Well, it's not even in English and I love it. You know, I learned all the words just so I could sing along. Most people are like, yeah, Sephiroth! Oh, freezing ring? I don't know what that is, but let's just bop this guy with our hammer. He's gonna attack Dart, probably, and bop him. Chris, we're at disc 4, and I think we're at the end of disc 4 also. Don't insta-bop anyone, goofy enemy. I've never played the Forest, Regina. I have seen it played once, but I've never played myself. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Don't. No! I have so many jokes. I have so many jokes for that. None of them are appropriate. Woof! Yeah, Chris, we fought and beat Lloyd. We haven't fought Dart's father yet. Chris, you love giving away spoilers, don't you? My goodness. You're easily the worst about that. Boop. We fought Miranda and Hashel's past issues, and that's where we're at now. We fought our boy Lavitz. We had to fight our boy Lavitz. Gosh, this roulette face, why is it invincible? This is insane. I just need these two to get up off the floor. Oh, the forest gave you nightmares, Regina? That's insane. That's crazy. I saw it played once, but I only saw the very beginning of it. It's like, I think that you enter the forest because you're on a plane that crashed, if I remember right. So I don't really remember a lot about it. I don't remember it being scary, but I only remember the beginning part where you're like chopping down a tree to try and do stuff, you know? So I can't really speak to that one so well. Alright, let's hit a healing breeze, why not? Oh, Sullivan! D. Sullivan. Oh, what the heck was that? Have I played Sullivan? So, one time, a very long time ago, I played through Disc 1 of Final Fantasy IX. It's... Michael? No, I couldn't have been mistaken. I was with him for more than 10,000... Wow. Is that your dragon? It was the vassal dragon. My dragon. Oh my goodness, are we gonna have to fight the vassal dragon? But Sullivan, thanks so much for that. I appreciate that a bunch. I'm glad. Bro looks like a spaceship. Run! Of course, we run one way and the others run a different way. That has to be how it is. But Sullivan, thanks. If you don't mind me asking, what is it that you like? Because I would love to do more of what people like, you know? They're not around here. It's Dart and Rose. They should be fine. Of course, it's impossible for them to just die from a dragon attack. They survived the first one at the start of the game. Why not? But Sullivan, thanks. Did you join the Discord? I saw that someone joined. But that's awesome. I'm very happy. Yes. But thank you. Thank you so much for joining. I don't think that was her dragon so much because there's like a past representation. I think some sort of feeling that exists in our heart materializes itself. Rose has some caring feelings for her vassal dragon. Maybe something's up there. So Sullivan, I've not, but I want to. I was able to get a copy of the game at Retropalooza in Dallas, and it was pretty cheap, so I want to play through it at some point. But I've only ever played Disc 1, and I enjoyed it, but there's a long story there. Hang on, I'll tell it when we're in the next battle. I flew around here, and don't you think this place seems like the home of the Gigantos? I don't know, Giganto, you tell me. This was old Holy Land, long, long ago. Well, see, he knows. Erg? There's one hiding down here. Don't miss even one. Annihilate all Gigantos. Uh-oh. Not good. Dole's coming. Run! Are those Minatos? What? No, those are like the... where Congo joined our team, the little thieves group. I don't remember what they were calling themselves. No one to devastate the Holy Land of the Gigantos ever? We may be too late. Only if your Majesty Carlo gives us permission to dispatch. Don't talk about him. He's no longer alive. Wow. Well, Sullivan, that's awesome. I appreciate that. I plan to make more. I want to make more how-tos and show how to do or where to get certain items. But, I haven't... I work a bunch, so my time to make content is very limited. But I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I felt pretty good about the power sources one. Made Cloud look swole. My exceptional video editing skills coming through in clutch, you know? John, this game is Legend of Dragoon. It's a PlayStation 1 game that came kind of near the end of the PS1 life cycle, right near the start of the PS2 life cycle. So it got overshadowed quite a lot because, well, PS2 games were coming out. Why would you stick to the PS1, you know? A Giganto child? I'm the new king of Serdio, Dole. There are no more people to persecute you. You can live in peace from now on. What's your name? Human, get out! That's a weird name. Don't be so disrespectful. His Majesty Dole tried to help Giganto's fight against humans. I am a human, but before that, a man who wishes to coexist with all species. See, Dole used to be an actual human. How crazy is that? Pock, this game looks really cool. Oh my gosh, Pock, I love Ratchet and Clank. I love Ratchet and Clank. The first 3 of the trilogy. Oh, the first trilogy, so good. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Love it so much. Don't you like peace? Me, Kongal. Everybody dead. Kongal alone. Well, you don't have to be. As long as you have fun with what you're playing, that's all. I agree, Sullivan. There are some games that I've played, and I didn't enjoy them so much, so I just didn't keep playing them. But, is there something in Kongal's heart? But always down to play something that I have fun with. Yeah, it's not always... Who doesn't want views whenever you make content online? Of course, I want 100 bajillion views, but it's not what it's all about, you know? I have something to do. I go now. Bye, Kongal. You know, there's more to it than just views. At least for me, I have to enjoy what I'm doing a little bit, or otherwise I won't put any real energy into it. So there's got to be that. But I do have fun making shorts. I'm not great at it, I don't feel like, but whatever. If I can put a bit of information out there, I'm sure there's other videos that do the same thing, say the same thing I'm saying, more or less, but whatever. Might as well take a stab at it, you know? Yes, Pock. Ratchet and Clank. I have I have Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal on the PS2, but then I have the HD the collection for PS3. Beautiful, love it. And Verdol says, strong leader is required to make equal world. Strong leader needs strong power. Of course. And it is easily your most favorite game of all time. Literally changed your life. Pock, that's awesome. Before I renamed this channel Complete Mayhem, Kongal is leaving to do his solo thing, I think. I wanted to make this channel, or make a channel, that was about 100%ing games, you know, getting the platinum trophy. And I was going to start with the reboot of Ratchet and Clank, the game based off the movie based off the game. Oh yes, that's what I wanted. Brother the strongest, Kongal admire brother. So not all the Gigantos are dead. How about that? Yeah, Galen. No, I don't know. I don't enjoy Donkey Kong 64. To help Dart to save the world. Nice. Cam, how you feeling, my guy? Thanks for coming by. Love you. Love that PS4 reboot. I hear that some people don't like it, but personally see it as a great remake. So, Pock, here's my take on that. I have a love-hate relationship for it. The gameplay, awesome. The gameplay is so good. The guns are great. You know, a lot of those guns are rehashes, but that's fine. It doesn't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel every time. Wow. Is that like boomerang axes? What the... Or nunchuck axes, rather? That's crazy. Oh, Kongal, stop being so slow. Oof. Gosh, I hope they don't remake DK64 with more bananas. That'd be crazy. So, the remake, the gameplay, like I said, so good. Pursuit! I can't get his deep, raspy voice quite right. You're so pathetically weak? That's rude, bro. Okay, but some of the way they did some of the characters, it's harder for me to get on board with. The way they did my boy Clank. He became a literal robot. Oh. Oh. Oh, why? To me, they sapped a lot of his personality out, and I did not care for that. And they changed Ratchet. In the PS2, you know, the original, he did not want to be a hero. He was a hero of circumstance, not a hero because that's what he wanted always. And there was a time when he just wanted to fly a ship, you know, even if it was questionably legal. And there's that point where even him and Clank split up and they have a little fight. That doesn't happen in the remake, which I'm not saying that has to happen, but that character growth is what made me love Ratchet as a character so much. And I feel like anyone that only played the remake didn't quite get to see that growth of the character. He became a hero and then was a hero, but in the remake, he just always wanted to be a hero and got lucky with a situation and then was promoted to hero, you know? I feel like they told that story a little bit better in the original. But it's all up for debate, you know? Boop. Characters like Clank or Big Al had pretty painful lines and yes, Foxy, I agree. I think the characters didn't quite align as well in the reboot. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at, Pock. There's a fair bit of heart in all of the characters. Even the way, you know, Quark is, he's not a hero. And it takes him 3 games to become a hero. But in the remake, he has his change of heart a lot sooner. And they expand upon him bringing in the Rangers and doing all that stuff. So they kind of change the story of him quite a bit. But pros and cons, you know. Quark gets expanded in the first game. But, gosh, what was his name? Chairman Drek. Oh, Chairman Drek was like a big bad. He was a big bad in the first game. And they made him kind of a clown in the reboot. Which is sad because he was a pretty good character in the first one. And I really liked the way he was Drek. Then he was Chairman Drek. Then he was like Supreme Chairman Drek. Then he was like Ultimate Supreme Chairman Drek. Ultimate Overlord Mega Supreme Chairman. Like his title kept getting longer. Oh, that's so funny. I love that. It's like his ego gets bigger every time we meet him, you know? No, Galen, I would recommend the remake. 2016, I think is when it was released. 2016 Ratchet & Clank. Super good. Some of the animations in cutscenes are a little odd, and the character chemistry is not quite there. But the gameplay was on point. One thing that the first game did not have, that every following game did have, was the correct control scheme. That's what I would say the first one is missing mostly, because you couldn't strafe, which isn't required. You don't have to have that, of course. The game works just fine, but it definitely made the controls feel just refined in going commando and future games when you could strafe, and that just gave you a lot more control. So I would say the only thing missing from the first one's the controls. Oh, the new... Yes. Rift Apart? Rift Apart was so good. Rift Apart was really good. Yeah, C-Pock, I agree. It's like, you don't need it, but that refinement of the controls is what I would say, that's the only thing the first one's missing. Otherwise, it's got everything. It's got good character personality, good jokes that land and are on point. There's a lot of stuff to love about that game. Even side characters had decent arcs. I'm not saying that they were massive or anything, but Skid McMarks, he has good jokes made about him. Like, he's a good comic relief character in the original, but in the reboot, not as much. He does exist, but it's not quite. Let's go, Congo! Cameron, thanks so much, my guy. You spoil me. You spoil me very much. Freaking love you, my guy. Congo's huge. Look at that. Pursuit! I can't quite get it. The deep rumble. The deep rumble I cannot quite get. Thanks, Cam. Love you, my guy, very much. And I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but my mom came by to say thanks. She mostly wanted to... I told her that Cam came up huge. He's the reason I can get these tires for you, Mom. So, love him. And she's like, tell him thanks. I said, no, tell him yourself. And so she came by yesterday, so that way she could say thanks for that. But anyways, wanted to drop that on you in case you missed it. Oh? Is this not the end of the fight? Harder than we think? Oh, nope. Nailed it. Let's go. Hawk, thanks for the subscription. Woo! Nice. Nice. Appreciate that, my guy. It's my goal. I want to play through a Ratchet and Clank game on this stream sometime. Woof! Dragoon level, let's go! The Future Saga. Well, sorry, Pock, you'll have to be more specific. What do you mean Future Saga? Like the game? Because I have not played a Future Saga game. Congo, strongest hero of the Gigantos. Brother. He makes me think of like... Snap into a Slim Jam. Oh gosh, what is that wrestler's name? Suddenly I can't... A Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, brother, you know? That's how I imagine him saying that. Kongol is... To fulfill desire is the power of destruction. To care for others is the power of truth. You receive the power to overcome Endura. The strongest power. Kongol, the pride of Endura. What a sweet thing to say. You are my pride, you know? Well done. Nice, brother. Sorry. Oh, yes. So I did play one. I played one of them. I don't remember which one. I think it was Tools of Destruction. But I cannot remember anything about it. I remember thinking that it was very easy relative to the other ones. But I did not... I didn't feel the same love for it that I did the original trilogy. Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2, especially number 2, I could play through that game 100 times over and never get bored. But the one on PS3 that I played, it was just okay. I don't know, it was fine, but I didn't love it. I do have 2 of them now, because I plan to play through them to see if I felt the same way, because it's been so long, but... I don't know. We haven't got to it yet. I'm so proud of Kongol. He's become a man. Look at him. He can finally stand tall and be a man. How awesome is that? This fire looks all sorts of weird. But I guess I can't go through it or do anything with it? Oh? Haha! Look at that treasure. Oh, we gotta equip our man with his new weapon. Not addition. Armed. That deep raspiness comes from the stomach. Oh, I can't do it. You tried learning guttural vocals like you would hear in heavy metal music, and the deep growl can't come from the throat. You gotta open... Cam, I cannot do it. I have tried. See, I had a friend in college that was trying to learn to do screamo music. He wanted to sing screamo music. And that's what he said the same thing, more or less. You've got to really bring it from the diaphragm. I can't. I have to do it from the back of the throat, which is not ideal because I just can't do it very much, or my voice starts to crack, you know? Starts to get raspy, and then I can't make other noises, let's call it. It's close to your heart since it was one of your first Ratchet and Clank experiences. Okay, I can see that. I can see that little nostalgia there. Oh. Little less magic defense. But it looks good on him. I don't know, Giganto armor also looks good on him. Metal Mayhem, let's go. Crack in Time. I don't remember which ones I have. I have Into the Nexus and Tools of Destruction. I don't have Crack in Time. It's one of the few I don't have. Hey, Pock, thanks for coming by. Thanks for subbing. I really appreciate that. I stream Monday, Tuesday, and on Fridays. So if you're interested, perhaps we'll see you again. Also, you're welcome to join the Discord if you'd like. Thanks, buddy. Have a good night. Metal Mayhem. James, how are you feeling? Galen, I'm not sure if you heard my comment, but Rift Apart... Oh, I see. It brings me back here so that way I can get access to the shop. That's interesting. Rift Apart for the PS5. So good. Thanks, Pock. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that very much. Yes, Rift Apart. That was really good. I loved it. I loved it very much. I'm not saying it didn't have some flaws, I guess, but overall, that was really, really good. Not my favorite, but still pretty high up there. The story was somewhat predictable, and the villain was a rehash, sort of. So, it was good, although not wildly creative in every way. It was nice that, wait for them somewhere rather than blindly look around. Let's wait here. Nice. It was neat in the fact that you played two characters. Although, when I say you played two characters, technically you did. They have different personalities. But, in reality, you know, your characters share the same equipment, the same stuff, mostly, for the most part. So, you really just play one character with two different I don't know, it's hard to explain that. But you would play with one set of equipment through two characters. So, you don't lose anything when you swap. I really like that. But it doesn't focus as much on any character growth, I feel like. It does in Clank's counterpart. As much as, like, Riven is Ratchet's counterpart. Anyway, sorry, I could go on forever about that. I want to play through that one again, because it's been a little while, and I don't remember it as well. I just remember feeling like Clank's counterpart was the one that received the most growth. But I did like that Clank wasn't such a side character in that one. He had a little bit more to him. Was it to bring the two of us here? The place filled with dragons? I think... Yes. I think we'll find out soon. Let's go. Either to destroy the Virage Embryo, or to fight against Zeeg. I need everybody with me. Don't be so shocked. I trust everybody too. That's so sweet. Rose is all grown up now. Oh. She's following behind me. What the heck? That's interesting. That's so bizarre. I love it, but it's interesting. This is a baby dragon. It was called a pseudo-dragon. It's kind of cute. Including the future and past exist here. My favorite pseudo-dragons didn't make it to the present age, but I'm encountering the past now. Interesting. We don't have time to be sentimental. Let's go. Rift Apart. Yeah, Rift Apart was good, though. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It was pretty good. Got some stuff ready? Tell more on Discord later? Oh, I'm so excited, James. I'm so excited. Is it college related? Night raid. Oh, look at that dragon down there. I kind of feel like I should heal Dart, but that's fine. Woof! Let's go, James. Let's go. Oh? Rose is gonna say, we don't want to go that way. Can you wait a little? He is calling me over there. Okay. Okay, you'll tell. Going to see a university in New Mexico. James, that's so far away. How can we high five next time I go down to the place that you live? I don't want to say, but you know. You know. The wingless dragon. Not the Trihorn. Boop. Nice. I've been to New Mexico a couple of times, but mostly just to drive through. Obviously, I don't have any issue with New Mexico. It's fine. Tart can't catch a break. He's just getting mollywopped everywhere he goes. Oh, gosh. This is probably dumb of me, But I don't really want to use my pick up off the ground items. My angel's prayers, I think, is what they are. Ugh, Cam, thanks, my guy. Oh, that's not good. Just stun locked forever? Really? A game over because we're just infinitely stun locked. GG. Owned by a Triceratops, just stun locked into oblivion. 100% success rate on that. Oof. Oof. Okay, well that was a bummer, but it's fine. I know for next time. Gosh. Just got mollywopped there. Cam, vacation. Yeah, big gamer strats. Perma stun lock. Not like this, Cam. Not like this. Oh, gosh. I cannot believe I got stun locked to death like that. That's one of those things I could not have known until I knew, you know? Stun guard? What does the spiritual ring do? I forget. Raises stun guard for the win. We would have been just fine had I not. Timothy, is that a first? That's insane. I'm just so lucky. I'm just so lucky, or unlucky. I don't know. Mentatube, that Triceratops had galaxy brain strats. You know, he knew what was going on there. He just thought, "Watch this. It's so funny." Oh my goodness, can't believe that happened. Well. What do you do but move on, right? I'm not the type of guy to let a Triceratops poke me into submission. At least I don't have to read all this. Got some chores to do this. Oh, yeah. You did say that. But, so it's a staycation. Not really heading out anywhere? Maybe if we see Rashik on, we can, talk him into some, Baldur's Gate, huh? I'm good for that. Timothy, am I just really lucky? Is that what's going on? Triceratops is much bigger than me. Me too, I guess. James, those are the best vacations. Almost 100%. Extremely lucky. 100% stun rate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Cam, maybe. If you were rolling on your persuasion checks last time, might be difficult. Apparently, I need a constitution check so that way I don't get stun locked into oblivion, you know? Gosh, I just got monster rolled there. That's insane. Oof. It's fine. It's fine, team. We're gonna get revenge. We're gonna go full Shadow the Hedgehog and promise revenge. You know? Why not? Oh. Was that 33? Did we get a level up? Interesting. Somebody went to Hawaii. Yeah. That's crazy. I hope he's alright. Haven't heard from him in a little bit. Oh. Nice, got it. Boop. Cat's Cradle. Nice. But, gosh. Yeah, I can do the persuasion checks. I just cannot do the, I can't do the constitution checks. Fail at those really hard. Rose, just chill for a minute. I considered during that fight with the Triceratops, I almost transformed Rose into Dragoon, and then she would have been immune to stun. But I thought, it's not necessary. He got one lucky stun on Dart, you know, it'll be fine. It was not fine. It was not fine. Oof. Yeah, Cam, that's true. If I went to Hawaii, I'd probably be pretty tied up in not being on my phone, you know? That's rude. That's rude. It's fine. Everything's fine. But, I don't know what you're talking about, Rashik. My persuasion checks are perfect. Unless I need them. Unless I need them. If they don't matter, I nail it every time. It's funny, we were talking about this in my, the Path of Radiance stream. All you have to do to win is not lose. Duh. It's so easy. So easy. Literally never not had it. Never not had it. Not even close. Woof. Well, at least Kongol's fight was not difficult. It didn't take very long. So that won't be a big deal to redo. Yato. Nice. Mean that people would want to go enjoy a luxury island instead of watching. James, those people are the freaks. Those are the freaks. You gotta watch out for those people. You can't trust them. Just can't trust them. I don't know why anyone would want that. To intentionally, like, he did that intentionally, like on purpose. It's so bizarre, you know? Cam's like, wait, what? One of your biggest pieces of advice for any game is that it's better to play to win than to play to not lose. Yeah, true, Rashik. Is that how you play your horse racing simulator? I play to win, not to not lose. But see, Rashik, it's funny that you say that. We were having a serious conversation at lunch on Sunday, me and some people from my church, and I mentioned someone did something at recently in my friend group, and it kind of creeped out one of the ladies, and we talked to him about it, and he said, "Oh, I didn't mean for it to come across that way," and I said, "You shouldn't act in a way to not be, to not be misunderstood." Yeah, I forget exactly how I worded it, but I basically said, you can't do it to try to not be, you have to do it so that way you're not misunderstood. You have to act in a way where it can't be misunderstood. I forget exactly how I worded it, but it was very eloquent at the time. And now I'm tripping all over my tongue because it's a live setting. But anyways, yeah, you can't do it to maybe be right. You have to do it so you cannot be wrong, essentially is what I said. And I still feel that way, I'm not saying I'm perfect or I get it right, but when it comes to not creeping on people, I didn't necessarily get that. I was probably all sorts of awkward and creepy to all sorts of people and never even knew it. But I'd like to think as an adult, now that I have a actual social experience, it's a little bit easier to do that, Oof. Yeah, one of my buddies, his wife, just felt absolutely creeped out by this other guy, and he says he didn't mean to, but press X for doubt. How you generally play every game. You have to always plan to win rather than just lose slow. Rashik, that's what I do. I don't even try to win. I just win, It's like to say that, oh, I'm going hunting. I'm not going hunting. Hunting implies that there's a chance I might fail. But now that I'm an adult, I've been told I'm very huggable. James, I'm not even kidding. If we meet in person, I'm probably hugging you. Wrap you in a big bear hug. Definitely. So prepare yourself. It's the vassal dragon. Oh no, not him. He looks like a spaceship, okay? It looks like a spaceship. I should have broken that up. Yeah, maybe. Run! I love that Dart just like grabs Rose and goes left. Good adventurers go left. These failure adventurers went right, Woof! I think it's funny that Meru floats around. I know she's supposed to be like a frail-looking girly girl, but her character model doesn't portray that to me on the average. Oh, Cameron, I say this a lot, but you spoil me so much. Indeed, James should run, but he won't get far. Cam, thanks, my guy. I freaking love you so much. You take great care of me. I promise. I'm working so hard on this script every available moment, Cam, and it's for you. This is for you, this video. So I hope I do a good job, and I hope I make you giggle at times. There's one running gag that I have during a certain part of the script that I'm hoping makes you giggle, because there's this one character, and every time we talk about him, I get slightly more pessimistic about him, slightly more mean to him. I refer to him in slightly more and more rude ways, you know? I don't want to mention who yet, but it's a very unlikable character. Anyway, I thought it was funny. It makes me laugh just thinking about it. So I'm hoping it makes you laugh too. I'm hoping it makes you laugh. I had a lot of fun coming up with the disses. See, Rashik, you might think so, but it's not. I'm actually... So in the part of the script, I'm just to the point where Shinon rejoins the party. That's where we've made it. To the end of chapter, what is it, 18? So I'm getting near. I'm getting near the end. Let's make another... Oh, James, that little edit you made, that was awesome. That was awesome. I'm so down for that. I'm so down for that. You guys can make as many memes as you want. I'll put it on a green screen, make it easy for you, you know? Oh, yes. I love that. I love that so much, bro. Very much. Let's, I don't think that he really needs it, but let's see if we can get Kongol anything. Attack badge? I don't know that I want to remove his defense there. Does the Phoenix Plume help him? I don't know that he gets attacked by magic a whole bunch there. Night Shield? I don't know. I think that this is actually the best that he can have for now. The Bandit's Ring may be better. It's because speed... For him, it's almost double speed. Maybe speed is better than 10 defense. Because his defense is already pretty high. Yeah, we're going to go with speed. See what that does for him. It's not Shinon, though. Rashik, that is a good guess. And I don't know. I might go retroactively edit my script. Because I don't like Shinon. I didn't like him back then either. James, run! Oof. I don't know. Was not a big fan of Shinon. He was fine. He was fine. I don't know, but not a very likable character. But even when you get him back, assuming that you do, by then he's kind of weak. He's just kind of weak. So I don't know. I was not impressed with him. I was not very impressed with him. Let's see this brotherly love. You're right, Rashik. From a story perspective, see, this is one thing I say about anti-heroes or villains in particular. If the game makes you dislike them, then their character is well written. Or a movie, for instance. If a movie makes you genuinely feel hatred for a character, that character is well written and the acting is done well, you know? So, the fact that I don't like Shinon isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's the marking of it's the mark of good writing, in my opinion. So, if you tend to genuinely like someone, then that character is well written. And if you tend to just dislike someone, then they're well written. You know, it's not like a character that doesn't do anything if they're pulling my attention enough for me to think, grr, you know? So, I agree with you. I agree with you, 100%. James, let me know if you just want the video, because I know there's ways to download it, but I could make it easy for you. Then you can make all the goofy edits you want. I remember you made me drink out of a straw with that little edit. Oh, gosh, making that was so much fun. I just took a a goofy video of me moving very slowly, making ridiculous faces and stuff, you know? And then, I was moving very slowly, and I took a screen grab out of that. I saw the face, and I thought, that's the one. So I took a screenshot of that, and then I damaged it, essentially. I made it really low resolution and put an effect called, what is it? JPEG damage or something like that? I forget exactly what it was, but made me look very 8-bit, and it was perfect. It was perfect, I thought. But I regret the sound effect. I should have used a different sound effect. I put the squeaky duck. I should have done something different. But anyways, hindsight's 2020. Look how strong his brother is. So strong that he's got hair. Spiky, unkept hair, you know? Look at that. It's not just the mohawk, it's the... What do you call that? It's not a mohawk, but it's like a reverse mohawk, I guess. Instead of hair in the middle, it's on the sides? I don't know. That's fair. Timothy, he's better in Radiant Dawn? I'm interested in seeing that. I hope it's, I'm not sure what to expect, but I'm trying not to speculate too much. And I'm really trying to get this video done before we start Radiant Dawn. Because I don't want anything about Radiant Dawn to pollute my thoughts as I'm building this script and making this video, you know? Rashik, yeah, if you combine the Brotherhood here, they've got a full head of hair. You are correct, sir. That's amazing, by the way. Very astute comment. Rashik, I love your... I have no other way to put this, but your odd perspectives. They're amazing. They're amazing, okay? Don't take them away from me. I missed you yesterday. I freaking love you guys. I know I don't say that often enough, even though I say it almost every day, but you guys are the bomb diggity. I appreciate you. That was rude. I overate a little bit for dinner, and I'm feeling it. Yeah, it's just the slight insanity. It just leaks out on occasion, right? Wow, see, this is why we gave him the boots. 3 turns in a row? Nice. Pursuit! Can't do it. Like I said, it's the base of the throat, and I can really feel the rumble there. I can't do it from the diaphragm, Cam. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I can't generate noise from my diaphragm. Unless it's a burp, I can belch, I guess, but not on command. Some people can. I never perfected the art of swallowing air, okay? I don't get it. The only time I do that is by mistake, and then I choke on it. Oof. Oh. My allergies are insane right now. I cannot breathe. Got him. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother. Kongal didn't mean it. He's your friend. Kongal is your friend. And we got his axe. Big bro gave us his axe. It's just a slight insanity. I can agree, Rashik. You know, we've all got it to some degree. Yours is just a little stronger than others. James, what do you use OBS for? Are you a secret content creator on the side? 500 bajillion subs? I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Poor Kongal. The last surviving Gigantos. He's only the last one because he killed his brother. Mostly for mayhem edits. Well, if you make some make some prize jewels and I'll put them up as shorts. You want to be an editor for me, please? I need one. What I need to do is just get back on it, you know? I just need to get back on it. I haven't made a short in a little while, and I need to get back to it. I need to start just making how-tos and talking about things. Like, I thought about it. I used to speedrun Super Metroid. There's so many tricks and things that I could talk about in terms of that. There's a lot of game knowledge that I have just from even things like Final Fantasy VII. There's still more things that I could talk about. Anyways, one thing that discourages me. I made the video about defeating Ruby Weapon really fast, and I'm sure other people have made videos about that same strategy. But someone said, "Did you just rip this from that vid from 10 years ago?" And I thought, there's probably like 100 vids from the past, 10 years that you could be talking about. I did comment on it, but not negatively. Just gave the guy, hey, I'm sure I'm not the only person talking about this, which is true. But I know I'm not the first person to know anything about Final Fantasy VII. I'm definitely not. But doesn't mean I can't share the info, That's how I see it. Maybe I present it differently or better than someone else. Have you ever thought about that, Anyways, it's kind of a bummer sometimes to share about popular games, because everyone's going to be like, I am much more better, promise. Totes like for reals. By the way, lizard. Alright, back to it. Let's get bopped by a Triceratops. How about it, team? Yeah, obviously Mentatube. It didn't come from my live stream. It came from that video. Duh. It's like I took that video and made it go, ah. Oh, and I'm thinking, you don't even tell me what video, so I have no idea. I don't even know which. Oh, the thing just ate that flying thing. Did you see that in the background? That's nuts. That was awesome. So I don't even know what video I'm being compared to. I still don't know. But I try not. Yeah, you can't take it personally because it would just ruin my whole life if I took YouTube comments seriously. But it always is a little bit of a bummer. It's like I don't remember when I learned that strategy. I don't remember. This is like 20-year-old information that I'm regurgitating here. Sorry, I don't remember where I learned some of this. The Comet multi-steel short that I made, I learned that during the live stream. You can look at the VOD and see the exact moment when I was like, that's a thing? I gotta talk about this. And there were quite a few people that said, wow, never knew that. Yeah, me neither. That was awesome. Not a Triceratops. Okay, we're fine. Probably. Maybe. So you never know. You might just reach the person that doesn't know. So you gotta try. At least that's how I feel about it. Is this it? I know this place. It's where I met Michael for the first time. Is it Michael or Michelle? Darkness Dragon. Sorry, we don't have time. Oh? Winglies are mighty enough to annihilate us and the entire species. I need your spirit! We have to sacrifice you, dragon. That's sad. Bopped by a Triceratops, one of your top 10 ways to go out. Constantly making word associations and pattern recognitions in your head, and the best ones get voice. That's a good way to go about it, It's a pretty good way to do it. We choose war. The Dragoon spirit left by the Darkness Dragon, and this newborn dragon will be the spearhead of the war. This baby needs a name. Black Burst Dragon. Michael. How about Michael? Rose's Vassal Dragon. The Darkness Dragoon. The Black Burst Dragon Michael. It's a good name. I can get behind it. At least you didn't get bopped by a Triceratops. Come, baby dragon. Real war's not yet started? Sad. I bet that thing wants to eat us now. Don't you recognize me? Yeah, you're dinner, right? But seriously. At least Rose doesn't have to do this part by herself. But I'm surprised that Rose and Dart are doing this together. Sort of. But James, I'll miss you. Ow. James, have a good night, my guy. And we'll see you soon. Does it have a cannon on its back? Is that a cannon? Dart, stop dying. Oof. So as Rose, you can summon the dragon, sort of. Don't do it, Michael. I love that she gave this dragon the name Michael. It's like such a human name, such a not dragon name. So, whatever. She can name the dragon whatever she wants. Nice. Blazing Dynamo! Nice, love it. It's me, Rose. Don't you recognize me? Seems not to be working. It's out of control, just like last time. He forgot the pride of the dragon and turned himself into a mere raving beast. It has a wildness even beyond that of Firebrand. Oof, Feybrand? Lytton! Yes! Yes! Hi, Lytton. Thanks for coming by. How are you feeling today? And I appreciate the compliment. I want so bad. Did I just do 0 damage? Rose just did 0 damage. I'm gonna have Dart guard. I don't know, I'm feeling something weird coming on. Jared, how are you feeling today, buddy? Thanks, Lytton. I appreciate that. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Gosh, I wish I didn't have to work so much. Clocked 9 hours today, team. 9 hours, and oof. Oof. It would be nice to not have to do that. Nice, nice, nice. Got him. Guy quit, so you had to have another 16-hour shift to your schedule. Jared, that's a bummer. I'm sorry, my guy. You're eating a Nutella thing, and instead of throwing it away, you put milk in it, so it's like ice cream. That sounds pretty sweet. I'm not really a big fan of Nutella, but on something salty, it's pretty decent. Nice. I think I got Blazing Dynamo down. I think I've got it now. I'm locked in, team. That was me when I got home. I got home and I thought, I just want to sit in the shower and relax. But no. I came and I sat in my chair right here and I typed on this keyboard. Woof! As I reviewed my my VOD. Nice. Oh, Jared, that's a bummer. It yields to neither sword nor magic. The Darkness Dragon is the strongest dragon of all, having the best attack and defense, along with having the best agility. I don't need to hear about it. Is there any way to defeat him? No. Defend, maybe? Yeah, Jared, I don't get 55 hours a week at my full-time job. It's usually I get about 46-ish hours, sometimes 48. But, huh. With the side jobs, I usually get a little bit more. Depends. It's hard to quantify how much per week of those that I work because it just depends on how much work there is for me. Might as well level up this edition. The strongest dragon of them all is a spaceship. Of course. That's rude. That's rude. See? Told you that was kind of rude. Thanks, Cam, by the way. Freaking love you, my guy. Michael! Stop it! 0 damage. That's so insane. How do I beat this thing? Michael's shell is special armor for the darkness dragon. It repels any attack by the enemy. So what do we do? Hug it. Love it. There's only one blind spot. We have to poke it in the big toe. Seto Kaiba would love this dragon, Rashik. You're so right. Ugh. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon's got nothing on this guy. The strongest dragon. Love beats anything, Linton. Yeah. I'll hug it and stub its toe. That'll teach it. Don't mess with Dart and Rose. We'll stub your toe. Oh, no sweat, Blade. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate that. How you feeling tonight, buddy? We're doing pretty good. My allergies bothering me a little bit, but other than that, honestly, I feel pretty good today, team. Check this out. I know this is going to be shocking. Shock and awe is real here in a minute, team. But last night, I laid down and I fell asleep, and then I didn't wake up until my alarm went off. What? That's so bizarre. It's amazing, but that never happens. I almost always wake up at night. So I was very, very happy to wake up this morning and think, wait, it's 7? It's time to get up. It's not time to sit here and wish I was still sleeping. I'm feeling like he's going to do his big attack. What should I do? Tell Dart the blind spot. Grow up, Rose. After he shoots the black laser, his defense falls for a second, showing his heart. That's his only weak spot. Okay. So stuffed up today. I think it's the wildfires. Blade, I'm not sure what it is. It happens to me a fair bit. This time at night, during stream time in particular, I get a little stuffy. It's a bummer, but what can you do, you know? Show must go on. Litton, I wish I slept 12 hours a day. Yeah. Mentitube, I didn't catch that spelling error, but nice. One only weak spot? About that. Is it so it's a Monday? We gotta wait till Monday to come back and poke it? Sounds about right. I totally just read right past that, Mentitube. I'm glad you caught that. Very light sensitive, so once the sun is up, you're up. This time of year, that's a little bit... gosh, Rashik. I'm not really light sensitive, but I do have 2 sets of curtains up, you know? Woof! He's up firing his lasers. Ow. That was rude. Yes, gosh, Blade. I don't know, I was never much of a long sleeper, but I am a night owl. So I don't do well having to get up at 7 a.m. I would do better if I could get up at 9, be at work at 10, work to 7, you know? If that was my natural rhythm, let's call it, that would be ideal. So, right now! Get him, Dart! That was it! Now's your chance! Your mom's getting you more games for your GameCube? That's awesome, Linton. That's so awesome. I'm jelly. I don't often find new games for my GameCube that I want. There were some good games, but most of those good games also cost a bunch of money. A lot of money. So, I just pass on them. Just pass on them. Not infinitely rich, you know? Boop. I need to, I just need to start investing in emulators. I don't know, I don't like playing on emulators if I can help it. There are a few use cases where you kind of have to, you know? There's an old game that I love called Resident Evil Outbreak and Outbreak File 2. The only way you can play that online anymore, because the servers are gone, is you have to have the Japanese copy, and then you have to do some shenanigans with the Huh. I saw that. Anyways, you have to do some shenanigans with the emulator and connect to a reverse engineered Japanese server. Nice. But then I can play that game online. So cool. Path of Radiance a few years back. So, Blade, I'm not even kidding. I got Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn for free as a gift. Someone I just met. And I didn't know how valuable they were at the time because I had never played them. But I was in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, for I work at an ISP and we use equipment from Adtran in some places. Anyways, the Adtran is in Huntsville, Alabama, and they were doing a... I'm glad I defended, jeez. They were doing a thing where they try to train us on the new stuff that they're releasing, you know? And there's a gentleman that I met while I was up there at this summit, is what they call it. And I don't know, after the training and the summit, we went to get some dinner, and then we were talking about Smash Bros, and then we went back to his place and we were playing some Smash Bros Brawl. And in the end, he said, hey, you know, I'm moving and I got all these games. If you want any, just take whatever you want. And I said, are you for real? Yeah, I'm moving. I'm trying to lighten my load. So if there's something you want, here you go. Oh my gosh. And I dug through that like I'd found some kind of legendary treasure. It's like I'm seriously like I don't know. Like I just found a genie's lamp. I was rubbing that lamp, getting that treasure, you know? That sounds kind of weird, but anyways, he had some good stuff too. So yes, that was amazing. I never forget that guy's generosity. That was awesome. But I got Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. That's how I have my Crystal version. I never owned a Pokemon Crystal version, but that one, Mario Sunshine, never owned that before. Super Mario Galaxy, it's some pretty good bangers. Silent Hill 2 and 3, like there was some good stuff there. So I definitely really appreciated that guy so much. Kind of insane. So I feel like I need to attack now as Dart. Right now, when the dragon has its weakness exposed. No? Maybe not. I never saw the movies, Litton, but the games, Silent Hill 2, oh, I've only ever played through it once, and I remember a lot of it, but not all of it. But Silent Hill was really good. Oh my gosh, it was really good. And there's multiple endings. Even in Silent Hill 1, there's multiple endings, you know? Gosh, Blade, I did not expect any part of that. But it was very fortuitous for me. I made a killing that night in a good way. But I appreciate that guy very much. Watch the movies? Litton, I will get around to the movies eventually. One of these days. I haven't seen anything about the movies though. I might have it. Don't grab us. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Rose is fine. Dart needs to heal up. See, I see that thing closed sometimes. But I can't drag... When am I supposed to attack that thing? I don't know. It says after it shoots its cannons. But that's not its cannons. That's like a breath attack. See, it did... I saw the shock. I saw the shock there. Is that what I'm looking for? Nice. Fireball, I choose you! But, I don't know. All I'm saying is, team, appreciate that guy very much. And whenever it comes to some of my games, I could not have bought them on my own. I got very lucky. Very lucky. Tales of Fantasia on Game Boy Advance. That was one of the things that I got. So many good things. Mentatube. See, this is why I keep you around. It's because you're a genius, and I'm too busy telling stories. It's because you're a genius. Bye, Dart. Yes. The moment you said that, of course, I immediately recognize that you're right. I immediately recognize that you're right. Yes, gosh, Blade, very, very lucky. And it was definitely luck. Well, maybe, I don't know how else to say it, but that's all it was luck. That's just what it is. I got lucky. Dart needs more HP. Stop doing that. I mean, I need him to do that, but also... Okay. I'm just gonna heal Dart. I'm just gonna heal Dart because... He needs, I need to stop being so stingy with my healing items. Alright, Michael Kor, let's go. Was it just me, or was one of those sound effects just... not there? Is it Blade? See, I didn't know the value of some of these games that I got from him, because I don't keep up on, you know, what are the most valuable games. The only time I know that I have a valuable game is if I go to a game store and I see it for sale, and I think, oh, I have that one. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I do, because that price tag would eat me alive. Even Super Metroid, I could not afford to buy Super Metroid again. It's like $80? And that's not even that much, but I don't know. I'm not rich. $80 is a lot of money. Thanks, Cam, by the way. It's to me, that's a lot of money, and I really appreciate that. The body is capable of enormous endurance, but its heart is not. So just like Kaiba, you weren't wrong, Rashik. Older Pokemon game for your GameCube, but it was too much. Yeah, Litton, those games are, what is it, Gale of Darkness, and there's one more that I don't recall. It starts to blindly attack people, and in the end, it won't listen to the order of the Dragoons either. That's why I killed Michael. I killed him with these hands. Rose, it wasn't your fault. Yeah, it's enough. Wasn't your fault. You've lived for 10,000 years because you didn't want to see the future to be destroyed, right? Well, stop looking at the past, then. It was meant to happen for you, that's all. Not even religious, but God's plan. Well, Blade, I gotta agree with you there. I gotta agree with you there. I just got lucky. Gale of Darkness is your last bucket list item for GameCube. I've played Gale of Darkness once. I rented it. That's gonna age me there, but my mom was going to... Oh, sorry, Litton already read that. But yeah, Gale of Darkness, I've played that once. You start with like an Umbreon or something like that, and there's Shadow Pokemon. I don't really remember it. I played it very briefly. Yeah, gotta look for the others and head to the core of the moon. Let's go. Nice. I feel like if your heart isn't capable of great endurance, your body isn't either. You know, rule number 1, cardio. There you go, Rashik. Rule number 1, cardio. It's like Zombieland rules right there. Double tap and cardio, the most important rules. Start with an Eevee, that's what it was. Okay. Shapeshift into a mouse and strap it. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, Litton. This guy's name is Air Combat? Oh, I was so early. I was too early. Coliseum is mostly double battles, but you get an Umbreon and Espionn on the start. Okay, Blade. Okay. Maybe I was conflating the two. Like I said, I only played Gale of Darkness a little bit. I've seen a tiny bit of both of them online, but I tried not to watch too much because what if I get to play them again? You know, I want it to be new. I want it to be brand new for the time. So late on that. Why? Espeon, kind of underrated. Kind of a beast. The biggest problem with Espeon is it was late. It was too late. If it had been in Gen 1, it would have been unstoppable. An unstoppable monster. Psychic types were so strong in Gen 1. That's the whole reason they created Dark types. Oh, nice. That's the whole reason they created Dark types. Because Psychics were too strong. But to me, Umbreon is a little underrated. I know he's got a lot of strong counters and stuff, but he's my favorite, okay? He's my favorite. Of course I'm going to say he's really strong. He is a tanky boy. Espeon was the only one that mattered. You'd unbox Umbreon and Coliseum when you were feeling sentimental. Interesting. Interesting, Blade. Umbreon's my favorite because he's a tanky boy. And I remember the first time I played through Gold, actually it was Silver. I owned Silver first, but I didn't beat that generation until I had Gold. I don't remember how I came to get Gold, but I gave up my Silver and got Gold version somehow. But anyways, I got an Umbreon. I didn't know that those two Pokemon existed back then. I was leveling up my Eevee, planning to turn it into a Vaporeon, and it just evolved. It just evolved. And, well, there you go. Now I've got an Umbreon. But I remember being so shocked and very happy, by the way. Jolteon? Oh, yes, I know what you're saying. But then he learned, what was it, Moonlight something? And that was awesome. Wow. This is where we were with Miranda. All these places are linked. This is getting confusing. But, yes. I gave him Shadow Ball. He learned, what is it? I think it was called Moonlight, an ability that lets him just recover, and he recovers more if it's nighttime. Cool ability. And I basically only played that game at night, because, you know, at school, I couldn't play, so during the day was out of the question. Really, Rashik? What do you mean by that? I haven't played the newer gens so much, so I'm not familiar. So if Vaporeon's gotten sidelined, I'm sure power creep makes Vaporeon basically useless by now. But figure maybe with move pool upgrades and other perks, maybe they're not as bad. But I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about it. Past Gen 2, I have no clue. I did play Gen 3 a little bit, but not really past that. I remember playing, oh, gotcha. That kind of copy pasta. I thought you were talking about something in the game. Never mind. I did play Sun for a little bit. I got past the first not gym thing. And I don't know, I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it so much. It was fine. It was fine, I guess. I don't know. It was alright. Didn't love it. Didn't love it. Maybe I just didn't give it enough of a chance. I heard Black and White 2 was the best, but I've never played those. Yay, we made it! And we took care of Rose's dark deeds while we were at it. While we were at it. Nice. All of you look alright. Of course, we cannot fall until our mission's complete. Now, before we leave, let's exchange information. Nice. We punched a dragon, and you watched Kongo punch his brother. Got it. Easy, team. By the way, thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope you're all having a good time. If you are having a good time, maybe consider hitting the like button. I would appreciate that very much. Dole was in the home of Gigantos to save Gigantos. Wasn't the cruel uncle we've known. But it's that Dole who killed King Carlo. So it would seem. I think we will find out what the moon wants to show us when we meet Dole. Interesting. I think we have to have it in order to proceed. We have to see it in order to proceed, given the facts. Yeah, makes sense. Let's go out to the town now. Lytton, Sun and Moon were pretty good. As far as I know. But that's the opinion of the masses, not necessarily my opinion. They were fine, but I didn't love them. They were so easy. It was so easy. I did not like it as much. All the Pokemon games are easy, just to be clear. I haven't found one that's, you know, difficult yet. Not a mainline one. I'm not talking about ROM hacks, because some of those will kick you in the teeth. But the mainline ones, I haven't found one that's difficult. They're all easy. Rashik, most are easy, and they're made to be easy, you know. They're made to let everyone play. But some of them are a little easier than others. And I remember you got Lucario pretty early on in that one, and also his Z move. And, oh, he would just destroy. He'd just destroy. Made it pretty easy. Is Uncle Dole in? I have been waiting for you. Oh? Uh-oh. Please, go on ahead. It's a trap! You've seen competitive play strats, but it would be either Lytton or Rowlet, not gonna lie. Rowlet would have been your first choice, but you'll play through it twice, because... Let me go alone from here. Okay, bye, Albert. Albert will be fine. He's stacked. It gets harder, and the other things you can do is create. Create what? Maybe I didn't give it enough of a chance, but I felt kind of burnt because I bought that game at full price, and I bought a second copy for my niece, and not much, you know, it wasn't even that long, and the Ultra versions came out, and then I thought, well, now I have the inferior version. Why would I play the inferior version? And maybe that's a false fallacy, but all the same, you know, whatever. Lytton is your favorite Pokemon. Mine's Umbreon. The game that could benefit from a difficulty setting. You know, there are some things you can do for difficulty, but that's why I did a Nuzlocke run. Made the game way more interesting. Had trainers designed like the Battle Frontier could be done? Perhaps, Rashik, but I'm not familiar with Battle Frontier, so I don't know. You have been waiting. Then it's simple. You must know the reason why I'm here. You're going to find out the truth about whether I assassinated your father, my brother, and the reason. I would say it was to save Sergio from an incompetent leader named Carlo. My father was not incompetent. He was loved by his people and admired by his vassals. You were a mere 6-year-old kid back then. How could you know? Uh-oh. What was brought on the people by overtaxation and disorder? What can ministers soaked in corruption do? You've been given false truths, so how could you know? Kind of the same way you felt since you got Persona 5 right before Persona 5 Royal came out. Yes, Rashik, I don't know, that's just kind of how I felt. Maybe that's silly of me to feel that way, but at the same time, I think I literally just bought this game and now you're releasing a better version of it. Why can't I get the better version of it, you know, for like a... I'm not even thinking I'd be willing to pay an upgrade price. Why not just give me that? Got lucky and found a copy of Sun and Ultra Moon at a Bull Moose. And you had $100 in gift cards. Oh, Blade, that's lucky. You hate Bulbasaur. Linton, I'm not a fan of Bulbasaur myself. He's fine, I guess, but not particularly good either. 25 apiece? That's a pretty good deal, Blade, especially nowadays. You shouldn't have killed him. I guess you won't be satisfied with words. Defeat me to find out the rest. Sounds about right. Okay, whatever. This is one of the notable pieces of music from this game. This one's pretty good. Kind of makes you wanna jam, you know? Had to reuse this fight a little bit, huh? Shadow Blade? Bye, Shadow Blade. Nice. The Bulbaslander in this chat right now. You don't respect the Poison Powder Leech Seed strats? Oh, I do, Rashik. I do. But I respect Power Creep. And he was fine for Gen 1, but past that... People of Serdio wanted me. They desired my power. It's not true. What people desire is not power, it's peace. And who do you think brought peace, huh? Who do you think brought order and hope back to Serdio? You oppressed people with your power. How much value can we give such transient peace? What people need is... I don't need to hear about things like justice or love. Huh. Yeah, power alone doesn't solve everything. Wake up, Uncle! You're so persistent. You darn right. So, Rashik, one of the things I loved about Gen 1 is it didn't have a difficulty setting, but it kind of did. Bulbasaur was easy mode, Squirtle was medium mode, and Charmander was hard mode. If you picked Bulbasaur, you had advantage against the first two gyms, and you also had an advantage against the third gym being resistant to lightning types, you know? Wow, these two are fighting about power. I'm different from you, and I'm not alone. My friends have always been at my side during the many occasions where I was dispirited. Yeah, I just used an item to fix that. Yeah, overcome difficulties. Now I'm stronger. My father would often say that he didn't have quite the stature to be king. Without Dole, he couldn't do anything. He also said that it is you who was most likely to take the throne. Can't believe it. What did he see in me? My father trusted in you. If you had gotten together and governed the country, this tragedy would never have happened. Yeah, you ding-dong. I'm a mere shadow of Carlo? I have no way left but to go forward? Whatever, about to poke you with this stick. Whitney was the hardest gym leader. She had an ultimate destroyer of worlds on her team. I remember seeing this picture, and it had two Pokemon right next to each other. It said, it had a Giratina, and a Miltank right next to each other in this image. And it said, look at this destroyer of worlds sitting next to a peaceful little Giratina. Or something like that, you know? Oof. Facts. But anyways, yeah, Bulbasaur was a pseudo-easy mode for Gen 1. It gave you a big advantage for the early game. And then, Squirtle, you had the advantage against the first gym, and a neutral encounter against the third gym, but you had a hard time against the third one. The second one, you had a neutral. Anyways, you know what I mean. Then Charmander, hard mode versus the first and second gym. And you don't have the advantage on the third one, so tougher there. Your power doesn't exceed mine. Or Lavitz. That's right, Lavitz was true power. My friends are my power. Anyways. Absurd. You were saying I've been wrong? Yes. Lost so many in battle. One of the bad things about this is I can tell based on context who's speaking most of the time. But sometimes it's just not clear who's talking, and I dislike that. That's why you're not fighting alone. That's why I cannot defeat you. I've been unwise to become infatuated by power, but I have no regrets. Carlo, the king's last words were to take care of this country and you. We have different ways, but led to the same intention. As a man who grieves for the country, the rest depends on you. Uncle! The grind is always... But Blade, in original Gen 1, he didn't, you know? Steel didn't exist back then. So yes, but also no. The original Gen 1 was more hardcore. The one you played, but you played this old one on your stepdad's DS where the Pokemon follow you, and you can rent Pokemon to battle, and I guess that was Heart Gold and Soul Silver? I think that was the only DS one where they followed you. Not the only one, but the first one, maybe? Odd choice to not have the speaker. Yes, I agreed, Rashik. It's just kind of awkward. But yes, Timothy, Whitney, toughest gym. Toughest gym by far. Johto didn't have enough training spots because they wanted the Elite Four to be like, yeah, Blade. There were a couple of good spots, and when I say good, I mean mediocre. They were fine. But they were obscure, too. You had to know exactly where to go. I'll save both the world and Shanna. That's what we're here for. Nice. You encountered a level 23 Sandshrew on Mount Moon on your copy of Yellow. Nice. That's actually pretty fortunate. Is there a... I was hoping there was like a boop somewhere that I could pick up an item or something. Guess I'm not so fortunate. But yes, gosh, Blade. Interesting, interesting thing for sure. Albert's fine. Everyone's fine. We're moving on. Ah, Lytton, I'm jealous of your 12 hours. Well, I hope you sleep well. Hope you sleep well. So, Blade. I cannot even remember where it is, but it's on the west side of the map. The far west side of the map. There's a place where you can surf, and then there's a little bitty island in like a corner area that's got a patch of grass on it. And that was the best place to grind in the whole game before you went to the Elite Four. It was not a great place, but it was the best place. Because you would find level 30 plus Pokemon there. Jaden, welcome home. Lytton, you butter me up. I appreciate that very much. I hope you sleep well. But I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, best training spot in the pre-Elite Four world. The most annoying trainer, that hiker in the second town in Silver and Gold as you come out of the cave. Is that, are you talking about the one that has like Machops? I think he has Machops. Maybe I'm crazy. Demon's Dance. You talking about the one where you can get his phone number? Because I think I know the exact one that you're talking about. I can picture him in my brain. Whoa. Bye, roulette face. Get dumpstered. Nice. Blossom Storm! Not Flower Storm. Flower Storms are for weenies. Blossom Storms are where it's at, team. Woo! Okay. This place is gonna be annoying. I can tell. Oh? What is that? There's a place more beautiful than the Crystal Palace. It's fake. Next week may finish the game. Timothy, are we still that far out? I kind of thought we'd finish it today. But maybe not. Cannot be made with human technology. That's for sure. Let's go! The path has vanished? Bye, Meru. Somehow I knew. Of course, well, it's the Wingley's place. She's the Wingley, you know? Talking about the winding path bringing you down to your hometown again? In Johto, you start breeding eggs so you got trainers calling you for rematches? No, that's not where I'm talking about, Blade. That's the east side of the map. I'm talking about the west side. There's like a little festival place that you can go to. I cannot remember exactly where it's at. But anyways, there's a place where you can surf south. It's not there. I'm pretty sure it's on the west side of the map. I can think about it in my head. I tried doing a heart gold Nuzlocke run. Didn't finish it, by the way. But it was there was a place over there that I found that you could grind. It's just one little patch of grass, and you have to surf to get there. Anyways, what is this? Where is everybody? Uh-oh. The Archangel? Why are you here? I know everything. You threw the pride of the sublime Wingleys away and have been with barbaric humans, haven't you? No. Humans are not barbaric. They have many good things, which we Wingleys don't have, like compassion. Silence, fine well, coming on to her a little bit there? Will make you remember the sublime spirit of the Wingley. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There were a couple good places there, Blade, that you could fight. You could find Gravelers and such, I think. Jaden, how is Mario and Luigi Brothership? I've never played that one. Superstar Saga? So good. I'm so sad. I used to have the 3DS remake of Superstar Saga, and I let my friend borrow it. Well, my friend is in Alabama, and I'm never seeing that again. I still have the case, but I don't have the game. But, oh, bummer. I did not hit circle. But I do have a, I don't have an original copy, but I have a recreation. Anyways. A non-original cart. I gotta hit circle. So I do have the original game. It's just not an original, legit copy. It's a legit copy, but it's like a repro cart. Reproduction. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Works just fine. Oof. Oof, that's gonna hurt. But anyways. Superstar Saga was so good. Partners in Time was pretty good, but not as good, I don't think. It was fine. I remember enjoying playing through it, but thinking some parts were meh. But still loved it. And I didn't play Bowser's Inside Story. I'm just never had the opportunity to play that one, I guess. Meru, stop it! Stop missing! It's definitely not my fault, it's your fault. Don't catch the flower. Dang it, she caught it. Oh. What? The Archangel just healed me? I definitely hit circle, just not fast enough. I'm not sure why the Archangel healed me there. Interesting. She's next to get married. Caught the bouquet. See, in Meru's, like, in-battle character model, she does look more petite, I guess, but her, at least to me, the model that you see in the overworld just doesn't seem, I don't know, it just doesn't seem that way to me. I've already seen the reality of the arrogant and ignoble humans. Ignoble, that's an unusual word. Humans can never be ignoble creatures. They help each other when they're in trouble, even if they don't know each other. And above all, they have dreams and hopes. Silly. Humans are feeble-minded. Yeah, we have to rule over them. Yeah, I don't think so. Silence! Punch her with your hammer. Uh-oh. I'll take one of those flowers again, please. She just played her trumpet at me. That's crazy. Oh. That's amazing. I don't know what this is, but that's amazing. Wow. Wow. That was ridiculous. Drop her to 1 HP. Ridiculous. Got it. Nailed it. Cat's cradle. The cat's in the cradle at the silver spoon. It's been a while since I've heard that song. Didn't get it that time. Aw, didn't get it. Have you forgotten what we've accomplished? We stabilized a chaotic world. Shush, throw flowers at me. Once there was 107 species and half no longer exist. Our rule prevents the subversion of the world. That's wrong. Because there were species that were stamped out during the Winglies' domination. They were meant to be extinct from the beginning. Wow. That sounds benevolent, doesn't it? You destroyed them because they rebelled against the Winglies. You liar. A heretic like you disturbs our ordered world. Shut up. Uh-oh, she's gonna poke me. That's rude. That's kind of rude. Can't fight if they're all dead. Peace at last. Exactly, Mentatube. Peace by destruction. It's peaceful if I'm the only one left. Ugh. Stop it. Stop slapping me. That's so rude. It's like slap me with every one of her hands. Nice. Yato. Cat's cradle. Yeah. Maybe we know that at least, Blade. Seems like at least this boss doesn't have much health, and I'm sure that's to, I guess, take into account Meiru's weak physical attacks. You're not real. You are an invented god so they can justify themselves. It's not true. I'm a reflection of your mind. Yeah, not true. I don't believe it. She's gonna think you out of existence if you're not careful. Makes me think of Meet the Robinsons when he defeats the big boss by saying, I'm never gonna invent you. And then his invention just disappears. This is dumb. This is dumb. Okay? I just healed. I just healed. This is an amazing attack. It's amazing. Look at this animation. She's riding a 3-headed elephant. That's sweet. But at the same time, I just healed. Come on, game. It's dumb. Big dumb. Jaden, if it is like the other games, honestly, the bros attacks, I would just use them all the time. If you have BP, make sure you're full if you're going into an obvious boss battle, but otherwise, no reason to save them. In fact, in the original, they got stronger. There's a chance you can unlock a stronger version of each bro attack if you... Well, okay, whatever. If you use them a bunch. I don't know if that's the case in this one. Could be, though. Cat's cradle. Don't slap me. Don't slap me. Rude. It's like she's slapping me with the sword. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's kind of what it makes me think. Yeah! Dance around with that goofy hammer. I don't know. I don't know what Meiru... She's interesting, but not my type of character, I don't think. Very physically weak. So I feel like that would be a... I feel like she's physically weak to a point where it would be a detriment if she were on the main party, you know? Yeah, such a merciful god. Suffer tons before you die. Also, here, let me heal you. So it's like, let me fix your arm so that way I can break it again, you know? Crazy. Crazy. But I am glad that leveled up her addition before this fight. It's not making it go a ton faster, but it is a little faster. I adore Dart, Shanna, and the others. This is real. Physically weak with a large weapon is the worst kind of trope. She's got that massive hammer, but she swings it around so fast, but I don't know, she doesn't hit hard with it. Get out of my sight. I love humans. Bye. Later, nerd. So she has some perks, like she falls over in her victory pose. That's kind of neat. Cat's cradle, by the way. I like this music, though. This is not one of the super standout titles, but it's fine. It's pretty good. There we go. We got the team back together. Bless you, Whammon. Stop that. Okay. Yeah, Cat's Cradle, 195% damage. Let's go. I wish I had seen Inferno. They didn't give Kongo very many additions. I realize you get him kind of late, but meh. Meh. You get him and Meru around the same time. I guess they thought, you know, Meru's pretty girl. We should give her more additions so she can dance around a bunch. They should have given Rose more. One more addition would have been just right for Rose, I feel like. Anyways, back to it, team. Womp. Timothy, we still got a little bit to go? Like, no chance we finish tonight? Oh, no. What is this, an abstract world? From any part of the world we've known? Yeah, it's a world of abstraction. This is a completely different world. Don't tell me, this is the core of the moon? This look is appropriate for the world of the Virage embryo to be born. Great! Let's hurry up. This is our destination. My dad should be heading here too. Timothy. Huh. Floor's glitching out. Do we get Lloyd on our team? Is that a thing? Why is this place graffitied? It seems like there should be one more Dragoon that we get. And I don't know who else it could be but Lloyd. Jaden, you just need practice, buddy. I don't like whatever that is. It's like a gold Skulltula. It had a nightmare. Nice. I was so early on that. I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it. Oof. I don't know. That thing gives me the creeps. Be happy to poke this thing with my sword? Demons dance. And poke it with my other sword. Nice, nice, nice! Got it. Except for the end, you know, it's fine. Several bosses to go. Okay. Well, we'll probably finish up on Monday then. Nice till the third sneeze. Well, I don't know. I say a bunch of weird things. My wife calls me out on being weird all the time. Blade, that's not what I meant. Different character, different sword, okay? But I command them. So, yes, my other sword. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Hurrah! Blazing Dynamo! I still miss Madness Hero. It was all in the way he said hero. Madness Hero! And he kind of had the, you know, the fall off quaver. Awesome. Stop it. Whatever you're doing, cut it out. Rashik, but I will miss you very much. Anyways, guys, this is one of my more viewed live streams. So I appreciate that very much. Hope you guys are having a good time. I've really enjoyed the conversation tonight. You know, except for Blade calling me out on things. Not cool, by the way. Not cool. No, it's fine. It's all good. But for real, I've had a lot of But anyways, thanks team, everyone, for hanging out. Smooches, freaking love you guys. Really enjoyed the conversation tonight. I had a lot of fun. We will finish this up Monday, I suppose. I'm not sure what we're doing on Friday. I'll put a poll in Discord or just ask you guys to pick something, okay? I'm sorry, Blade. It was my fault, but only sort of. Anyways, thanks, team. I will see you all on Friday. We'll get to it. Anyways, have a good night. Sleep well.